Good morning students and welcome back again. Today's video session is the extension of the last class, that is the continuation of the third chapter, Adaptation in Animals. In today's video we will learn some more classification of animals, about their feature, how they differ very from each other and a lot more. So the list of the topic we would cover today would be aquatic animals, amphibians, arboreal animals and aerial animals. Aquatic animals. What does aquatic means? Aquatic means related to water, living in or near water or taking place inside water. That's why aquatic animals are also known as water animals. Hence, we can say that aquatic animals live in the water and depend on it for survival. There are various groups of aquatic animals including fishes, mammals, mollusks and crabs. They either live in fresh water or salt water and can either be vertebrate or invertebrate. In the picture given here, you can see oceanic life. We can see dolphins, sharks, variety of fishes, seahorse and squids. Since their life is related to water and they live in water for their survival, they are called aquatic animals. It is written here they can either be vertebrate or invertebrate. So vertebrate means the animals with spinal cord, like fishes come under the category of vertebrate, while invertebrate means the animals without spinal cord like squids, starfish, snails, octopus comes under the category of invertebrate. So aquatic animals include vertebrate also and invertebrate also, and you can find it even in fresh water or salt water. Now let's see some adaptational characteristic of aquatic animal, that is fish. Fish is a beautiful animal as it is found in variety of colors and shapes, and that's why people nowadays keep it in their homes. They keep them in the bowl or tank filled with water. The reason they keep them in water is because the fish is adapted to water and cannot survive when there is no water. So water is essential for the survival of fishes, as fish can live inside the water only. So fish adaptation is water, and that's why fish is called aquatic animal. Fishes have streamlined body. It has streamlined body because it helps the fishes to swim more easily and effectively with more speed and less force to swim in forward direction. They swim with the help of fins. So how does fishes swim? They swim with the help of fins. They are cold-blooded animals. Fishes are cold-blooded animals because it maintains their body temperature from surrounding water. In other means, we can say that they cannot control their temperature when taken out of the water. Their body is covered with scales. The fish's body is covered with scales because the scales protect the skin of the fish from the attack of predators inside water and from the injuries of the corals. Next point, they breathe through gills. Maximum of the fishes breathe through gills except dolphins and whales. Dolphins and whales breathe through lungs. And this is an important point. You need to know which two animals, aquatic animals, breathe through lungs, and the answer would be dolphins and whales. The last point it is written here, they give birth by laying eggs. So how do fishes lay eggs? They give birth inside the water laying eggs. Now let's come to amphibians. Everyone has seen a frog. It is giving the picture even. Isn't it looking cute? So where do we actually find it? In water or somewhere near water? In other words, we can say as in moist places. So it lives both on land and in water. So frogs are amphibians. So what does amphibian mean? Amphibians are the small vertebrae. Vertebrae again, frogs have spinal cord. So amphibians are the small vertebrae that need water or moist environment to survive. The species in the group include frogs, toads, salamanders and newts. Now come to basic characteristic of amphibia. The main feature of amphibia are amphibians live in water as well as on land. We have seen salamander, toads, frogs, amphiba moving on land as well as in water. So these are the example of amphibians that live in water as well as on land. Next point, their body is covered with slimy and slippery skin. They have slimy and slippery skin because they have a mucus coating upon it that helps them to breathe through skin inside water. They are cold-blooded animals. Like fishes, frogs are also cold-blooded animals. Even we humans are also cold-blooded animals. So, frogs also cannot maintain their body temperature when taken out from their habitat or taken out from their surrounding. Okay, most of them have two pair of legs adapted of making long jumps. Frogs also have webbed feet like ducks that help them to swim in water. Like fishes also, frogs also give birth by laying eggs inside water. They breathe through the lungs when on land and through the moist skin when inside the water. Now let's come to arboreal animals. Students, you all know that monkey can live on land. We have seen monkey moving on land. But we see it maximum of the times on trees, don't we? Yes. Though the monkey lives on land, but they spend most of the time on trees. Similarly, animals like koalas, chimpanzee, lizard, squirrel, orangutan even, it is given in the picture here, they also spend most of their time on trees. So animals that spend most of the time on trees are called arboreal animals. There are thousands of species that live on trees, including monkeys, koalas, opossum, sloths, various rodents, parrots, chameleons, tree snakes and variety of insects. Okay, after arboreal animals, let's come to aerial animals. Birds also live on trees. We have seen birds on trees. Their nest we have seen. So, are the birds arboreal animals? No, they are not. Birds live on trees, but they spend most of the time flying in the air. So, birds are not arboreal animals. They are aerial animals. So, the animals that spend most of the time in air are called aerial animals. Birds like crow, dove, sparrow, pigeons comes in the category of aerial animals. Apart from the birds, some animals like sugar gliders, bats, flying squirrels also come in the category of aerial animals. Okay, now come to the features of aerial animals. We all know that birds fly in the air and they spend most of the time also in the air. So they are aerial animals. So this is the feature of aerial animal, that they fly and spend most of the time in air. Next point, their hollow bones make their body light. You have seen the balloon flies in the air. Why? Because the air is filled inside the balloon. Same way, birds also have air spaces in their body which makes their body light and help them to fly. They have one set of limbs modified as wings to help them fly. So they have wings that is modified through the set of limbs. So the wings help the birds to fly in air. The body shape of the aerial animal is such a way that they are able to cut through the air easily without facing any problems. Unlike other animals, birds have a special feature to migrate from one place to another when there is a scarcity of food or lack of food. So birds migrate from one place to another in search of food, and that mass movement of birds from the colder region to a warmer place is known as migration. Almost all birds are aerial animals because almost all birds can fly except flightless birds. And what are the examples of flightless birds? Emu, kiwi, penguin, and ostrich. Bats also comes in the category of aerial animals. Now let's see some questions here regarding today's topic. Animals that fly in air are aquatic animals, terrestrial animals, amphibians, or aerial animals. Just now we have discussed the animals that could fly are called aerial animals. So the correct option would be option number D, aerial animals. Whales and dolphins breathe through their gills, lungs, pens, or scales. Almost all fishes breathe through their gills except whales and dolphins. They breathe through their lungs. So the answer would be option number B, lungs. Whales and dolphins breathe through their lungs. Frog is an aquatic animal, terrestrial animal, amphibian, or aerial animal. Frog is an amphibian because frog can live both on land as well inside water. Aquatic animals are the animals that live only inside water, while terrestrial animals are the animals that live on land. Aerial animals that could fly. And amphibian include both the category of aquatic and terrestrial. Hence, frog is an amphibian. It can live both on land and inside water. So, the correct option would be option number C, amphibian. Frog is an amphibian. That's all for today. Thank you.